Bobby and Amber are being accused of neglecting and abusing their 3 children. One of the kids was found a quarter of a mile away from home, unattended, and their children were said to be dirty and unfed. Now the children are living with Bobby's Aunt Sherry, and she believes these children were sexually abused as well. Take a look.
I'm here today because my brother Bobby and his girlfriend Amber mistreat their kids. I'm talking about neglect. There has been rumors they've been physically abused. They've had headlights for over a year. I'm sick and tired of seeing my nieces and my nephews suffer. They were just taken away from them. The rumor is that they were sleeping and the kids were running up and down the road. They had no clothes on. Both of them sleep all day. She's lazy. The house is freaking trashed. The walls moved from all the roaches that's in this house. I walked in there and I just want to back out because of the smell. She cares more about the animals that they have than her own kids. When I see the kids out in public, they don't have shoes on and they're not dressed for the kind of weather that we're having. And if they do have clothes on, they're filthy. This dress, it's stained with dirt and there's yellow stains all in here. Can you see that? Ew. This is the sheet that my nephew was sleeping on. It's just plain right out disgusting. I would not let my dog sleep on this. It is disgusting. My point of coming here today is to make sure that my brother and his girlfriend don't get those kids back, because all they're being charged for right now is neglect. And I have a feeling that they are being sexually abused. I mean, all the signs are there, but Bobby and Amber ignore it. I don't think they deserve to have their kids back, period. They are safe and taken care of where they're at with my aunt. Those kids deserve a whole lot better than what they've been getting.
Who are Bobby and Amber to you?
Bobby is my nephew and Amber is his girlfriend.
Okay, and they have 3 children and they currently reside with you?
Yes.
What happened that they were taken away from them and given to you?
The day that they were taken was, I heard something outside about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I looked and I saw Bobby was hollering at the youngest, the 3-year-old, and saying, well, you need to come on up here. You done got us in enough trouble. I turn and look down the road, and there's police officers down there. So immediately, I went to the house to see about the other 2 children. I walk in. The 7-month-old is laying in the bed with a shirt and a diaper on, the shirt that I put on him 4 days before. So that means that
A 7-month-old?
A 7-month-old. And the oldest girl, the 4-year-old, was laying on a mattress in the floor, and she was crying because she was hurting. And I asked her where she was hurting at. She said her stomach. And she says, Meemaw, I hurt really bad. I picked the child up, and I asked the police to call the paramedics because she was really sick. I think she was in bed for like 3 days. And I think like 3 weeks before she started complaining of it. So, and then they took her to the hospital, and then they had to take her to a children's hospital where she laid all night on morphine until they could do surgery on her the next day, and she was suffering from appendicitis.
That's pretty bad. I mean, I've had appendicitis, and I was a grown man, and it floored me, you know? I mean, I can't imagine a 3-year-old child.
Well, she was supposed to have took her to the hospital 3 weeks before because I begged her to. I told her, bring me the other kids.
What's wrong with this Amber and Bobby?
Amber's lazy, and Bobby, he's just stupid. He's just there.
Yeah, that's not a good combination, lazy and stupid. What about you know, we had a few shots of the living conditions, and it didn't look very sanitary.
No, the house smells. You walk in, the children's come over to my house with flea bites from head to toe. You know, I've seen the kids eat off the floor. They fend for themselves. They lay up in the bed until 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
How do they treat their kids?
Bobby is verbally abusive, and I've seen him actually kick the 3-year-old in the behind and scream and yell at her. He wears steel-toe boots. The 4-year-old is showing signs of being sexually molested.
So there's signs of sexual abuse also?
Yes.
And what signs is the 4-year-old showing?
I've caught her at nap time humping a blanket, and it looks like there's somebody up underneath her. I've caught...
Did you ever bring this to the attention of Bobby and Amber?
No, there's no sense in it because they don't listen. They don't hear nothing.
So you have custody, but they live right across the street. Do they help you at all with the kids?
The agreement was they were to come over every night before bed and read them a bedtime story and tuck them in. I have yet to see a story read, and, you know, they tucked them in maybe 2 or 3 times.
Since the last 2.5 months. All right, your nephew, Bobby, he's here. Let's bring him out.
Let me tell you one thing. For one, I take care of my kids. Me and Amber both take care of them.
She's taking care of your kids.
It was either her or state's custody.
The point is, show her a little more respect.
Respect?
Stop swearing.
Respect. You want respect.
That's right, Bobby.
Then come get it.
What?
Deserve it.
What is she doing wrong?
Because I'm up here telling the truth. That's what I'm doing
What?
wrong.
I kick my child? That's
Okay,
I don't even wear steel toe anymore.
Stop. I'm just going to have you leave the stage for a minute,
sorry.
and we'll bring you back out, okay? So your daughter's sick, but at some point,
She got up
the
and let
police
the
are there,
oldest-
though, right?
No, she got up and let the oldest, the other 3 out. My oldest has figured out how to open doors. She come back in and lay back down. Did not know that. And my kids wasn't a half a mile down the damn road. They was across the street, 20, 30 yards.
But the child was unattended.
Yeah,
Is this where you live?
that's where we're fixing to move from.
Well, but that's
of
where you,
this right here,
so this is where you live.
as of right now, because this whole part right here, as you can
Okay.
see, this
Well,
tree.
let's forget about all that. What about all the junk and the crap in your yard?
For me, I'm a mechanic. I'm gonna have car parts. I'm gonna have everything.
You don't have arms to pick up the garbage?
Good point.
I'm just saying,
I
you know, when I come home and if I see a candy wrapper, I pick it up because I don't want to live like a pig.
My house does not look like what you think.
Oh, I don't know. Do I have eyes? Are you molesting your children?
No, sir.
So these, your aunt,
The allegations are, for one, only people that are around my kids is now officially that bitch. Is me, her, and my wife. I'm doing what the court's asking me to do.
listen slowly, all right? I'm going to slow it down for you.
I'm not stupid. I know going on.
Can you then answer the question I'm asking you?
Well,
Can
then
you do
quit
that?
asking stupid-ass questions. I know going on. I see how it is. I'm doing what the court says.
Get off my stage. Okay, let's bring out Amber. How you doing, Amber?
I'm good. I just wanted to say that I don't know what everybody else's deal is, but, you know, me and Bobby, we do not neglect our kids. Yes, I understand where he's coming from. He's pissed off. And,
But
you
he's,
know, I
he's
can't-
being evasive, though, which I don't like. And that is a sign of somebody being guilty. You're not raising your 3 kids right now because they're living with his aunt. Why is that?
Because supposedly they were
Not
neglected.
supposedly. Not supposedly. They were taken away for a reason.
Okay,
What is
yes,
that
they were
reason?
taken away for a reason because me and Bobby were up the night before taking care of my oldest child. And, you know, around 9:30 in the morning, her fever finally broke. So, yeah, me and Bobby dozed off. Okay? Well, the next thing I know, a police officer is knocking on my door. Is this your child down the road? And I was
Not
like...
next door. The police officer said down the road.
Yeah, he said down the road, but it was like directly the house next door.
They took your 3 kids away.
Yes.
And just because your daughter wandered down the street.
Yes.
Do you think anybody's going to believe that?
Well, I mean, you can believe what you want to believe. I really don't care. I just know
Right, you don't care.
what happened.
That's the problem. You don't care.
I mean, see, this is
If
just
you
like
cared a little
everybody else.
more-
Nobody wants to listen to what actually happened. They just want
I'll
to
say
assume.
this. Nobody's
So,
taking my
I mean,
kids away
it really doesn't
from me
matter.
with one incident. Nobody. Let's bring out Bobby's sister Lisa and Sherry.
You know you are a crappy mom. I've sat for 7 months and see you lay up on your ass until 2 o'clock in the morning or afternoon. And you know what? I've got all these doctor's appointments for these babies. You don't even know what's going on with them. Nothing. You don't need them. Do everybody a favor and give them to me. Because you're
you
gonna
can just
hurt
kiss my
them.
ass because you know what? You are a too. And you can shut your mouth because you're a
I don't want to spend a lot of time much more with you or Bobby because it's a waste of my time.
Yep. Well, that's fine. But the only thing I have to say is when you were in a situation worse than mine, we were there by your side. We never not one time talked about you. When you got your kids taken away, when you tried to kill your kids, we were
Oh, you're not trying. You're not trying.
Really?
And somehow we knew that you were going to bring that up.
Yeah.
So we gave you a lie detector test.
Yes.
And we asked her, have you ever tried to drown your children in water? She answered no. Have you ever injured your children? She answered no. She told the truth.
Thank you.
This is how frustrated my wife and myself are with this story. No accountability, no responsibility, no nothing. And my wife's like, just read the results and get them out of here. She never does that. If Bobby wants to come out and join you with the results, that's fine. If he can keep his mouth shut long enough to hear the results. I can't ask him any more questions.
Because he knows. He knows the truth.
He knows.
All right, let's get a couple things straight without cussing.
We're not getting anything straight. You're not getting anything straight. You're going to know straight if it smacks you in the face.
Yeah, right.
No, we're not talking. We're not talking.
Adults, Lisa, you ain't.
Talking is over. We asked Amber, have you ever hit either of your daughters with excessive force? She said no. She told the truth. Have you ever had sexual intercourse in front of your children? She said no. She told the truth.
Thank you.
Have you ever, you're welcome, have you ever engaged in any sexual physical contact with either of your daughters? She said no. She told the truth. Do you usually sleep past noon while your children are unattended? She said no. She did not tell the truth. Think about that. Sleeping past noon. That must be a nice luxury when you have kids. Have you ever left your children unattended for long periods of time? She said no, and she did not tell the truth.
That's a lie.
No, that's not criminal. Well, in some states it probably is
Well,
criminal.
it just backs up what we're saying.
It's not criminal, but it's being very, very neglectful of your children. And when you're sleeping and you're not attending your children, that can create a very dangerous situation, as we all know. Bobby. The jailhouse lawyer.
The jailhouse lawyer. Funny.
And I'm sure you'll keep getting an education in that. Bobby, you came here and we asked you some questions. Have you ever had sexual intercourse in front of your children? You also said no and you told the truth. Have you ever had any sexual physical contact whatsoever with either of your daughters? You said no, you told the truth. Did you beat your dog to death? I didn't know there was a dog beaten to death, but he said no and he told the truth.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you cause the bruises on your daughter's forehead and eye? He said no. He told the truth.
Thank you.
Have you ever left your children unattended for long periods of time?
Only when I'm at work.
No.
That's when she's there.
And it's anything about work. Have you ever left your children unattended for long periods of time? You said no, and you didn't tell the truth.
Oh, whatever.
We asked you, have you ever hit your daughter with excessive force? You answered yes, and you confessed.
What?
You confess to what?
Give him a bozo button.
I whooped her on her ass one time and it left a finger mark.
They're guilty of just being lazy pigs. That's what they're guilty of. Get the hell off my stage. Kyle called my show to clear his name. He's accused of molesting his own children. But Kyle says he would never harm his children. He believes his mother-in-law, Christy, may be coaching the kids to say that he molested them. Take a look.
I want to find out if my son-in-law molested my grandchildren. Last year, my daughter called me and wanted me to come get her children because CPS were going to take them away because they had been mistreated. They were touching themselves and said that my daddy does this to me. My grandson, he would hold his legs so tight you couldn't change his diaper. He would have nightmares. When they would wake up, they would say, "Daddy did it. Daddy, don't do this." They were scared of the bathtub because the father had held them underwater. Another thing that one of my grandchildren told me, that Daddy was in a gang called the KKK. There's no way that a child that age would know anything about what the KKK is. My youngest grandson was born 3 months early, and the oldest one said that Daddy hit Mommy in the stomach and that's why the baby came. My grandchild's story has never changed, ever. My daughter and my son-in-law, they've given me 10 different stories, at least. I need to find out today whether he did these things, and if he has, he will never be around these kids again.
Kyle, that's your mother-in-law on the tape, and we're going to do this interview standing up.
Well, first off, an innocent man sits down.
No, we're not sitting on my stage.
Well, I'm innocent, and I did not touch my children, and that's a lie.
Do you want to prove it? Do you want to prove it?
Yeah, I'm going to prove it.
Well, then stand up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your mother-in-law is saying that you molested your children.
Well, she's saying that because my kids came home to their grandparents and was talking about how their daddy had said that they were touching me in my private areas, punching the mom in the stomach. No, all these are allegations.
That you're punching your wife
mom in the stomach. Whenever she was pregnant at one point, it's all. I've never done that. I would never do that. What?
You never molested your children?
No, I didn't molest my children.
You never hit your wife?
I've hit my wife before, and I'm not going to lie about it.
How many times have you hit your wife?
I've hit her a couple times in the past. I've went to jail for it, and whenever I get back, come April, it all started in April. The CPS was called at one point because one morning before school had said, told his mom to shut up, so I smacked him in his mouth. Not hard.
You smacked your son?
I did. I smacked him in his mouth. It wasn't hard. I didn't cause him no harm or anything.
You know, but see, that's funny that you say that because I can't imagine smacking my son in the mouth.
He told Barbara, my wife, to shut up.
I wonder where you learned that from.
Probably from the way I was treating his mother.
Okay, so he's seeing Dad act a certain way.
Yes, sir.
And he's acting the same way, and then you get mad at him for it.
Yes, sir, I did.
You punish
I was
him
confused
for
at the
acting
time.
like you.
Yes, sir. I got incarcerated. I went to jail.
And that straightened you out.
And that straightened me out big time. I'm nowhere near the same. That's the first time I've ever did that to my girl. That was the last time I've done that to my girl. And I will never do that again. And it was like April 11th. I come home. Me and my wife sit down on the couch. And she started asking me serious questions about, did you touch our kids? And I flabbergasted, what are you talking about? You know, I had no idea. What are you talking about? And then we call the grandma, which is who you saw on the tape.
Right.
And I asked her, what's going on? Well, your kids are saying that you touching their penis and putting your stuff like that. And I was like, are you freaking kidding? This is crazy. Where are they getting this from? Where have they heard this from? And it's not coming from me. It's not coming from their mom. I've never done this. She's never done this. It's crazy. It's stupid. It's crazy. Neither one of us would have done it. And I think they're getting it from the sister Danielle. She
doesn't like you, right?
No, she doesn't like me, and I don't blame her for not liking me. I hit her sister. I got locked up for it. I would hate me too but we've gotten along for so long after I've been out of jail for a year now, and we've gotten along ever since. We never had any altercations. We've gotten along very well.
Why were you investigated by CPS?
That was whenever I smacked my older son in the mouth. Then
they had a hearing for you to get your kids back, right?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't show up.
Well, we was upstate. That's where we lived. And we didn't have, I wasn't working at the time. She wasn't working, but a small $7.25 an hour. We couldn't afford to make it from Wisconsin back down.
When it comes to kids, I always find the excuse of transportation very lacking. I couldn't get there because I didn't have a car, Steve. Oh, there was no bus. My bicycle had a flat.
No,
I couldn't get my kids back because I couldn't get there.
But we're working on it. That's why I'm here, because I want my kids back. We've recently purchased a brand new vehicle. We've got a great home with plenty of room.
So the next custody hearing, you'll be able to drive to it.
Sir, yes, sir. We'll be right here for it.
Did you hold any of your kids underwater?
No, sir. Never. I would not hurt. Like I said, the one time I've ever hurt my children was whenever my oldest son backtalked his mother and I smacked him in his mouth.
Where did this story come from where you held one of your children
I have no
underwater?
idea. Just like the molesting stories coming up.
Do you believe that you've been a good parent?
Yeah, actually I have up until the time I got incarcerated.
Up until the time you got incarcerated?
Yes, sir.
And then during that time when I got taken away for beating up their mother, then I wasn't such a good father. You ever scare your children into believing that you were a member of the Ku Klux Klan?
No, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Where would kids make up that?
Where would they make up the molesting? It's coming from the grandmother and the
Grandmother
and the
made it
sister.
up that you were KKK?
I do believe so. Yeah.
Have you ever been a member of the KKK?
No. No, sir.
You ever have any drawings, any
No,
KK
no, sir.
stuff hanging up in your house?
No. No, sir.
What do you hope happens today?
What I hope happens today is that I get to prove my innocence and I get to throw the
Prove your
results in their
innocence in
face.
what?
Of not molesting my children
Okay,
or
and what
harming
else?
my children in any other way.
Okay, let's say you did molest your children. Do you need to prove your innocence with anything else?
No.
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 You feel you've been doing a good job raising your children. Oh, that's right, you're not raising your children.
Like I said, sir, I'm trying right now. I'm trying very hard to do so.
Let's bring out Danielle.
You are a molester.
You're a liar.
You are a liar.
You're a liar.
You need to go to jail. You need to be burned.
You're going to jail as soon as
You
we
ain't
find out the
going to
real
jail.
results.
Your
I'm
kids
pressing
told me
charges
that
on you for and for putting my
And
name
then
out
you
there in the
put your-
dirt. My
Yeah, you
children.
have.
I think you've done it.
Yeah, okay.
I think you've
I've
done
raised
it.
3 kids
Somebody's
of my
done
own,
that.
and
If I find out
nothing's
someone's
happened.
touched my
You're
kids,
an idiot.
I guarantee you that somebody's going
Yeah,
down.
you're going
They're
to
going to
jail.
jail, not
You
me.
are the
I
one
didn't do
going
it.
to jail.
I didn't do it. You're going to jail, and the
Kids
grandmother's
don't
going
make
to
up
jail.
stuff like that.
Danielle, do you believe that your brother-in-law molested
Yes.
the kids? And why do you believe that?
Because they have told me over and over you couldn't change their diapers. They cry, scream,
You know
don't
what
touch
else?
me. My daddy touches me.
They've
Please
never
don't
said
touch
anything to me like that. I've sat them down with their mother. We asked them about it. They said
I seen the
they
oldest
act like
child
they, we didn't
trying
know
to
we
stick his. He said his daddy
Liar.
told him it was fun.
You don't like your brother-in-law, do you?
I don't like him, no.
Why?
Because he beats my sister, he's beat on my nephews, and he's molested them.
past tense beat.
He tried to kill your baby
Used
when
to
she was
be
pregnant.
dead. You're a liar.
You're the liar.
Everyone in
You're
your
the one
household's
going
a
to
liar.
jail, and you'll never see your
And
kids
they're the
again.
ones raising
And
your
I'm gonna get
kids.
your baby.
Maybe
Let's bring
so.
out
And I'm
your
gonna get
wife,
your baby,
Barbara.
too.
Watch.
Yeah, you're the.
I'm sick of all the allegations. He didn't do this. He would never do this.
Yes, he would.
He would
He
never
beats
hurt
on
our
you,
kids.
you let
He
him.
loves them. We're here today to
Whatever,
figure this
if you loved
out.
them, it wouldn't
They
take you
got
2
the
years
best
to try
lie
to get your
detectors
kids back.
around. That's why we're here.
What have you done to get your kids back?
I've done everything my mother has asked me to do.
Nothing.
I've went to parenting classes.
Nope.
We both went to them.
No, where's
I
the
have
proof?
gotten a
Hold on,
job,
let him talk,
gotten
let
a
him talk.
car. I've got a place for them to live that's big enough for them to be there, and that's all my mother asked me to do.
We keep food in the
When do you
fridge. We're
plan on
ready for
getting your
them.
kids back?
Do what?
When do you plan on getting your kids back?
Never.
As soon as possible.
Okay. And a simple thing, if you could have made that one court date, you would have had them back, right?
Yeah, if I could have gotten paid in advance on my paycheck, we would have been there. But she should have gotten
And we
that
tried.
postponed
That day
2
that you-
weeks earlier
that
than I
day-
asked her.
That day that you didn't go down there, what did you guys do instead?
We got my paycheck and we went down there. We were there that night.
They were there the next day.
No, we were there that
next
night.
day.
You don't
if your
know
kids
nothing.
were
Is your
important, you would
husband
have been
abusive
there.
to you? Is
Do
your
what?
husband abusive towards you?
No, we had one incident, a few
One?
incidents. He went to
few.
jail. He did his time.
5
he
or
hasn't
6.
touched me since.
Since he's got out of
I've
jail.
learned my lesson,
Exactly.
sir.
He's a changed
I would
man.
also-
I took a
would
program.
also, listen, that part I believe. I believe that if you beat your wife and then you spend some time in jail, that when you get out, that maybe you want to do that again. Because Jail's not fun, is it?
Well, it ain't just the jail part. It's that what I learned in there was that what I was doing to her was not right.
He
And it
didn't
was
learn
not
nothing
good.
You needed to
got
go
out
to
and
jail
did
to learn
And
that?
she deserves more than
You
that.
had to go to jail to learn that?
Yeah, I did, actually.
He got out and did the same thing, so that didn't teach you nothing.
Got out and did the same thing.
Has your husband ever hit your children?
No, he
Never.
smacked my oldest son
So
in
he
the
hit
mouth
him.
for back talking.
What
Not
about
even
putting
hard.
them, holding them under the bathwater?
He didn't do that.
What about putting them up on the ceiling fan
You're
to
making
scare
that
them?
up just
That's
like
a
you
lie.
are now.
Your kids told
You're
me
a
that.
freaking liar,
I
just
love
like your
kids.
mother, just like everybody there. You're putting that in their heads. You put that down on paper.
Oh, yeah,
They didn't say it.
yeah.
They
Let's
didn't tell
bring your
me
mom
that.
out,
You're a
Christy.
You're stupid.
I know you hurt my grandkids.
Come on up, Bob.
He didn't
Stand
hurt
up there.
anybody. And I thought you loved me enough
I do love
to support
you.
me. He's my husband. If I don't think he did it, actually, I know he didn't. I was always there.
Do you believe that Kyle molested these kids?
I believe that something did happen,
Something
yes.
happened.
Because their behavior, not wanting to take baths and not getting their diapers changed and doing odd things
But
to
did they ever say he molested
Yeah,
them?
they said, my daddy did this.
They did
Don't
what?
change my diaper.
They won't
Don't
tell
touch
me
What
me.
did they say that
My daddy
did?
They're
did.
scared of
They
him.
tell me it's a lie.
Because
That
they're
might not
scared
be
of him.
molestation. That might be because he hit them.
Well, like she said, when they were putting their... My
And you
daddy
saw this?
does it.
You
Yes,
observed
I
that?
caught them, yes.
Why did you get guardianship of your grandchildren?
I asked for help.
CPS was going to take them away from them. So I went and got
Why
them.
were they going to take
I
the
left
children
that
away?
same night.
Why were they going to take the children?
Neglect.
Neglect.
That-
I'm not making something clear enough. You had somebody helping you with your children.
That's right.
CPS had some serious doubts about this person,
Right.
about what they may have been doing to your children.
Right.
Okay. And they said, you better get your children out of that
Or
situation,
quit my job.
or we're going to take them away.
Right.
So,
I did what I was supposed to
you
do.
gave your kids to your mother. But knowing, okay, maybe Kyle didn't molest the children, but somebody else could have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're in a good place when they're with your mother?
Yeah, I think so. Except, you know, for the fact that these allegations come out, where are they hearing this from? That's the only thing I'm
Your
concerned about
children.
there.
I truly believe they're hearing it from your children.
I don't.
I'm ready to find out.
They are.
Let's find out.
Please.
Your sister, who is here and who you both accused of lying and putting thoughts in your kids' heads, she came here and she took a lie detector test. And we asked her, have the kids ever told you that their father, Kyle, sexually molested them? She said yes. Have you ever seen signs that the kids have been sexually abused? She answered yes. Do you know for sure who actually sexually molested any of these kids? She answered no. Did you ever sexually molest any of the kids? We asked you, did you do it? And she answered no. Results came back all the same. And it came back that she told the truth.
Now, when yours comes back, you're gone. And what yours
It's gonna be the
Same as yours.
have your other
Same as
baby
yours.
too.
Watch, you'll see. Same as
Oh,
both
I'm
of
gonna
us.
keep my little girl. You're not
No,
getting her.
you're not. Why you
Wanna
gonna keep your
bet?
little girl and let him
Wanna
molest
bet?
her?
He ain't gonna touch her.
I ain't touched none of
He
them.
loves his kids. He didn't touch any of them.
Christy, you've had the children. You're here today being accused of things also. How is it taking care of, how many children?
3.
3?
3 boys.
You raised your own children, right?
Yes.
And then you're a little older now you get 3 more kids?
Yes.
Is that an easy task?
No,
No, I didn't think
not
so.
at all.
You ever feel appreciated for doing it?
Not really.
No.
By the kids.
By the kids. I guess that's all that matters,
They
right?
love me.
There you go. All right, Christy, you came here and you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, have your grandchildren ever told you that their father, Kyle, sexually molested them? And you answered yes. Have you ever seen signs that your grandchildren have been sexually abused? You answered yes. Did you coach your grandchildren to say that their father molested them? You said no. Do you know for sure who actually sexually molested your grandchildren? You answered no. Did you fabricate any part of this story about the children being molested? You responded no. And the results for your lie detector test came back all the same to every question. And they came back that you told the truth.
I knew that. I already knew it wasn't you. I didn't accuse you guys of anything.
We'll see.
Barbara, you came here and you took a lie detector test. We asked you, have you ever deliberately touched any of your children's private area for your own sexual gratification or excitement? You said no. You told the truth. Has your husband, Kyle, ever been physically abusive towards you in front of your children? You said yes, and you confessed. While the children were in your care, did you leave them unattended or improperly attended for long periods of time? You answered no. You told the truth. Are you covering up for your husband, Kyle, for sexually molesting your children? She answered no. She told the truth. Since he's been out of jail, though, he has not hit you?
No,
Okay. If he ever hit you again, what would you do?
I'm leaving.
You're leaving. Kyle, you came here and you took a lie detector test. Kyle, you came here and we gave you a lie detector test and we asked you, have you ever inappropriately touched any of your children for your own sexual gratification? You answered no. While the children were in your care, were you physically abusive to your wife's oldest son? You answered no. Have you ever told any of your children that you were part of the KKK and held them underwater as a form of punishment? And you answered no. And the results for your lie detector test came back all the same, and it came back that you told the truth.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't do that to my kids. I love them very much. Very much.
Nobody was touched.
I told you. And I told you that I would never...
Doesn't matter because
I would never do that.
You still beat my sister. You tried to
I
kill
did,
your
and I'm
kids.
sorry for that. I deeply
Whatever, you
apologize for
still
that.
do it.
I
Don't even
apologize to
lie.
her
You
for
don't
that.
hit me.
Ask me
Whatever.
another question on a lie detector test. Ask her right now. Take me back there. Give me a lie detector test. If I beat her right now, if I've hit her recently, I'll say no, and it'll come back that I told the truth.
This certainly gives you a peace of mind that he passed his test, that he has not sexually molested his kids, has not held them underwater, has not scared them with the KKK. Again, any person that comes on my show and takes somebody else's children in, gives them home, gives them safety, gives them food, takes care of them, that's really stepping up to the plate. I have a lot of respect and admiration for you doing that. Thank you. Thank you for being on the show today. You guys can exit right this way. Thank you. Last night when I got home from doing the shows, I go upstairs and I walk into each of my children's room because by the time I get home, they're sleeping. And crazy thoughts race through my mind sometimes. And last night, you know what raced through my mind? We had a big storm here in October, and we didn't have a Halloween. So I didn't get to go trick-or-treating with my kids. And I got robbed of a Halloween out of my young kid's life. Not a big deal, but made me a little sad because as I was looking in at my kids sleeping in their beds, I see my daughter who's turning into a young woman very quickly, and I look at my son who's getting bigger by the minute, and I realize they're not small kids anymore. I have my computer and the different pictures passed through from when they were babies, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, and I see all that time slipping by, and it makes me sad. But what does make me sad is that I'm there every day of their lives. And I would feel that you couldn't rob me of anything else in my life that would hurt me more than time with my children. Hold on. And you've both made mistakes. And you know what? The worst punishment for you is not me yelling at you, not me throwing you off my stage. You're imposing it on yourself. You are being robbed day by day of your children being with you. And that's got to be the worst punishment. Any parent who truly loves their kids, that's the worst punishment that you can have. You're right, everybody makes mistakes. I believe you that you went to prison and that you don't ever want to hit your wife again. And I hope that stays true for the rest of your life. I hope that someday you'll get your kids back and you can be the father figure
I will be.
I hope so.
I will be.
I hope that both of you will do whatever it takes to get your kids back so that someday when you come home and you don't say, God, it was 5 years I didn't have my kids, that it was only 2 years, and that you don't have the sadness that will last you for the rest of your life. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Steve.